Hello again, my name is T and welcome to my party. So we are back at it. Oops, I actually hit click when I clicked over. But we are at the Monokuma statue to get some answers on, or not answers. Hello again, my name is T and welcome to my party. So we are at the Monokuma Monument to get our class trial on. This is our first class trial, and Byakuya has died. I'm sure you know. If you haven't, go back and watch the whole thing because it's where all the suspense comes from. So here we are. We are doing our class trial, and yeah, let's do it. I'm telling you, let me go. Hey now, if you keep acting violent, I might eat you up. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what are you doing what were you doing all this time? Nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway? You. How could you say something so irresponsible?
Do you understand?
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait.
Maharu, that's enough, you two. Fuyuhiko. Oh, I did not say that in the right contents. That's why punctuation is correct, kids. Dumbass. And I guess we're waiting for Gundam?
What happened?
I am right here. Remember this well. A main character arrives when he intends to. Huh?
Hey.
It seems you noticed too. If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
Alright, now that everyone's together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field. Please wait a second.
What's this?
My Monumi, just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you.
Wah-wah?
Do you actually want to join in?
You masochistic mascot.
Do you want a taste of how powerless you are? At the class trial, you're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
Special pleading service.
Oh, well, I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow you special participation.
See ya
I'll
later.
go on ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over.
Huh?
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
He mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it? Secret entrance? Dr. Monami, she came all the way over here. Oh, poor Monami. Is this the entrance? What the? Something's shaking? This is dangerous! Everyone please get down! Oh my god, that came out of nowhere. That's a tongue. Something came out!
No way.
Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it?
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Magazine is trembling with fear. Wow, that's totally suspicious.
Hey.
Forgive me, seriously, just forgive me already. Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely. There's no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid.
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've just come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, then I'll follow you guys.
Yep.
If this were a video game, I'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. Oh god. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock, it just shut. Because we're doomed! I'm so cold. It's so cold in here. Hold on a second, fellas.
Huh?
This is an elevator? Oh, I see it. This entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases. However, if he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. Da 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 da. Ma 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 ma. There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending, and then the elevator slowly opened. Oh no!
Welcome!
Okay, welcome! This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide fates.
Why, you...
What the hell was that thinking, locking us in a shitty-looking place like this?
Don't fuck with me!
Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole. Complain all you like, I'm pretty used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats with your names are written. Looks like everyone knows, even if they try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked towards the seats as we had been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending, but he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. Bum bum bum. Oh no! The person who did it is one of us? I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It really is true. We need to find out by any means possible, because that is our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. Bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Yes, I would like to save my progress. You wish to overwrite? Yes. Thank you. Oh. Oh no. Byakuya Togami was killed. The blue hue of our vacation is now crimson red. Is the killer really really one of us? Set skills? Well, I have no skills. Classic. Open your handbook. Choose bullets. E. Okay, I don't think I need to equip my truth bullets, but they are there. My report card. Yeah. Mikan's my friend. Mikan, yeah. Okay, let's check on our pet real fast. Oh my god, the poopies. Okay. I guess that's all I can do. Finish my preparations and let's go into that trial, baby!
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Oh, thank you, Monokuma.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is
Oh,
and
Monami.
vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Yahoo!
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the Blackened is lurking among you.
Thank you, Monokuma, for clarifying
Such a sad state
that.
of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry.
I like how Nekomaru has lightning permanently coming out
I'm
of
the
his
type
face.
who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
But that's your sister.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah,
Shut up, Tommy
What you're
Pickles.
really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
Oh, I don't get a voice? The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered underneath the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that... No, thinking if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started for the 13th time. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after another without any breaks. It is up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you'll find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to move the reticle, and then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during the arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck, have fun! Good luck, have fun. Good fun, have luck. Make your argument. Knife, bloodstone. Oh my god. Oh, can I choose? Bloodstone
Why
on the
was
table.
Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
No, no.
Huh? Why? Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery.
No. No,
Like a
let me go
dog
back.
burying a bone.
No. Huh? What he said was strange. It clearly contradicts the information I know. Alright, let's
Why
go
was
again.
Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Boom!
No, that's wrong.
Killed her! Oh my god. Limp break.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. There was a lot of blood everywhere. There was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Aw, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
No, shut up,
You got
Kazuchi.
your so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Whoa,
I
dude.
respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
Yes, under the
So
table.
Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell
But he was.
You
Because
seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
the reason Byakuya dove under the table, if it's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, Nekomaru, Mikan, where's the letter? Because he was there. Murder threat. E? No. Do they want the duralumium case? Q? What do you want? Oh. I see. I have to use the other clicky button. I am a fool. Where is it? Monokuma file, EC timer, night vision goggles, party dishes. Aha! This may sound presumptuous, but I think that's wrong. Everyone's staring. Looks like I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. The reason why Byakuya dove under the table, if it's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party. Knife. Knife?
I can prove it with this.
Oh, okay. But how did he know?
It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right? Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
What's your proof, Becco?
This is almost like a real trial.
During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot, but from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in debate at a time. That means there will be a false weak spots. If you choose a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take a damage! If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the space key, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during the argument, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck, have fun! Let's do this. Make your argument. Probably night vision goggles.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout. That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham-Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black.
Yes.
It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
Yes.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Boom! He had night vision goggles. Break!
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
Damn right he could.
Are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus. No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Were you surprised by Maharu's sudden argument? Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called a Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's arguments with the WASD keys. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's also important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of debates. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. And if that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood towards the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the left mouse button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth bullet, you will not be able to cut the opponent's remark. Huh? What's a truth blade? I'm terribly sorry. It appears that has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but do you think a change in feeling is important? If you press the escape key during the argument, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck, have fun! Rebuttal Showdown. The
If you
Duraluminium
just
case.
use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Is that it? I can't advance forward if I'm just listening. I should let Maharu say what she wants to say and then find a point that I can argue
If you
against.
just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Damn it!
I can't just listen to it, but
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
I can't back down!
Oh. Ah! Failed. Just a little bit more, I can draw out something next
If you
time.
just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I can't back down!
Cross swords. Success! Advance!
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. And in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned and the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Retreat.
Damn it!
She's gonna back.
If you just use common sense.
Oh my god, this, I don't quite
The
understand.
killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Am I supposed to slash the words? I mean, I read it, but I didn't read it.
If you just use the killer obviously used those night vision goggles, that's gotta be it.
Where's your
And
proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used them, they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
okay. Sorry, just watch me fail all over the place.
Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, he found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well.
Duralumin.
Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Yeah, so stop making me slash you.
Was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
The knife was brought in by the Duralumin case with the night vision goggles too. No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. The duct tape!
See! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense case, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
Yes.
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Don't talk to me like that. You know we found it together. That's right. Byakuya probably knew they were all okay. Murder threat.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Somebody will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
Are you
The
sure?
only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies.
Doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter. What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act. But the letter might have been just a little prank. As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. A strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
It was I!
Obviously, the killer.
The killer? I can't... Is it really one of us? Who is it? I don't know, that's what we've been discussing here. Hajime? Among us? Who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe it yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. And because of this mark, the killer was able to get to the knife underneath the table. It was the glowing paint!
What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
Wow,
That seals
thanks.
it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for two glasses wearers?
Not the killer.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
Shut up. By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Pekka was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's the best to argue or agree based on what is being debated. If you press the escape key, okay, good luck, have fun. Oh, you're getting fancy. Teru, Nikomaru.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
I think it's because she was in the bathroom. Just when listening to Pekka's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her, but I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
Is that the one? You also agree with my opinion? Still, I don't really know what you're trying to say. Looks like I made a mistake. I should think about this one more time.
Since Peko was in the office,
Oh,
She could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
It hopes that you agree with me, but I feel like you're confusing them even more. God damn it!
Since Pekka was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office?
I don't know which one it is. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly which person said what. So I need to doubt her, but I feel like I spoke with somebody.
Since Pekka was in the office,
Chiaki?
she could have caused the blackout at any time!
You also agree with my opinion, so really...
Crap!
Never mind!
Since Pekka was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
This one helps you. Ugh! Okay.
Since Pekka was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
This one? Yeah.
Crap!
Okay.
Since Pekka was in
I
the
won't
office,
make it through this.
she could have caused the blackout at any time!
But she couldn't. It was at a
That's
certain
impossible.
time.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Crap! Since Pekka was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
Oh my
I
god.
agree with that!
Really? I had the right one, I just didn't shoot it at the right time because she was in the bathroom.
telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Pecco.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pekko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door won't open.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pekko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pecco.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
Yeah, everyone knows girls don't poop.
She locked herself in the bathroom for that long? There's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right, Nekomaru.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
God.
I said it's fine.
Poor Peko. She's always being thrust into situations that make her uncomfortable. And actually, this has gone on pretty long. I didn't expect this class trial to take forever. So we are going to end it here, and then in the next episode, we'll see who the killer was. It's getting a spicy in here, so stay tuned. Bye!